Hey guys, so today we are going to be starting our weaving project. Here is one that I have that is not complete, but this is kind of showing you where we're going to be headed with this project. So the first thing we need to do is put our name on our project. What we're going to be using today is one of these cardboard looms. These are reusable, so this is actually not part of the final product. It's just what we're going to use to make our weaving on. So we don't want to put our name directly on here. So you will notice, hopefully yours already has this. If not, take a piece of tape and put it on the middle of your loom somewhere. It does not matter which side you put it on. Either one can be the back or the front. And then go ahead and add your name and teacher code. Like so. Should look something like this. Okay. Once we're done with that, you are going to get a piece of either like twine or yarn, depends, doesn't really matter. It's going to be a long piece though. We're going to start weaving this onto it in a very particular way, otherwise you won't have enough. And we are going to be creating what's called our warp strings. So on this one, it's the ones that go up and down, and we're going to use those to basically create a place where we can weave in and out of, okay? So let me resituate the camera and I will be back. Okay guys, so our next step is we're going to grab our twine or our yarn that we're going to be making our warp string out of and find the end. Now this can get very tangled very quickly, so try not to mess with it too much, just kind of leave it alone and it should not tangle on itself. We want to start on the back, so that's where we put our name, and we are going to be taping the end of it just somewhere right here in the middle. Okay, just tape it down so that it doesn't run away on you. After you're done with that, flip it over, and we're gonna, from the back, we're gonna pull this up toward the top, and we're gonna come down between the first two notches here. So grab your string and then make it come down between the notches. Now for the remainder of this time, we're gonna keep our string on the front of the loom. The only thing that should be on the back is this piece right here. What happens a lot of times is people end up going like this, where they think they're doing the right thing, but if you look on the back, you'll see this string going across the back. That's a big no-no. So if you find that you accidentally did that, undo that and keep it all on the front. So let me show you what you should actually be doing. We're gonna come down here from the first little notch and we're gonna go straight down to this first notch. I'm gonna go right in between there. Now this is the only time you're allowed to go on the back. You're gonna just go behind the next notch and then right back up along the front. Behind the notch, back down on the front. We can make sure you're not skipping any down here either, okay? So find the very next available one, behind and back up. And you're basically just repeating those steps over and over and over again. Now, mine is starting to get tangled, but before I pull it too tight and make a giant mess of it, just gently start pulling around where it's getting stuck and it should loosen itself. There we go. Okay. So we want to keep this decently tight, but without pulling the tape off. So around and down, around and up, and I'm stuck again. Undo your knot. There we go. I'm just going to let it hang down onto the floor because it does not really matter. So back up, around and down, around and up, around and down. Check the back, no strings going across the back, great. Around and up, around and down. Over and over until we reach the end. Whoops, missed my notch there. There we go. Okay, so you should end down here at the bottom. Go ahead and hold that, flip it over. And we have an end here. We are going to tie these together in a knot. If you guys end up using twine like I'm using, I don't know if I have enough of it left, but we'll see. It can be hard to make a tight knot, so don't stress about that. To make our knot, we're gonna just lay them both down for now. We're gonna lay one on top of the other, making kind of an X. Okay, the one that's on top, we're gonna put underneath, like that. Pull. It should look something like that. Let me zoom in so you can see what's going on. I'm gonna start that over just so we can be clear. So I'm gonna lay this one here. I'm gonna put that one on top, making an X. I'm gonna take the one that is on top and I'm gonna put it under this string and pull. So now I have something that looks like this. And I'm gonna do the same thing again. This one's getting kind of short. So I'm gonna hold this one up. I would just lay it down, but I don't think it'll stay. Then I put this one on top, making an X. The one that's on top, which now is my really long one, I'm gonna tuck into the hole I just made and pull it out and pull it tight. Now, like I said, it gets kind of loose and wiggly just because of the nature of the twine. So we're gonna take that tape that we had before, pull that kind of tight, tape it down, grab another little piece of tape, pull this one tight, and tape that down as well. Then you can cut off any tail that you might have, and you are all set for the next step. Good job.